You spent money on a product with thousands of one-star reviews. The molecule inside it is proven. The formula around it failed you. Tonight, we find out which brand finally got both right. One molecule, available over the counter, clinically proven to treat acne, rosacea, and hyperpigmentation simultaneously, with no bacterial resistance ever. Millions abandoned it, not because it failed, because the formula did. Azelaic acid, a biological masterpiece, a formulator's nightmare, and the most misunderstood active ingredient in modern skincare. This video will change how you use it, permanently. But first, identify yourself. 3 skin profiles, 3 completely different battles. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which product is built for your skin and which one could silently make your condition worse. Lock in your profile. We begin now. To understand why 4 brands went to war over this molecule, you need to understand one fundamental fact. Azelaic acid is chemically brilliant and physically impossible. It refuses to dissolve. In water, in most solvents, in almost everything. 9 carbons, 2 acid groups, 1 molecule that defeats almost every standard formulation attempt. Its 3 biological weapons explain everything the brands got right and everything they got catastrophically wrong. Biological weapon 1, it blocks tyrosinase, the enzyme your melanocytes use to produce melanin. No tyrosinase activity, no new pigmentation. Existing dark spots begin to fade. Weapon 2, it normalizes keratinocyte proliferation inside the follicle. Translation, it dissolves the biological plug that creates blackheads and inflammatory acne at the source, not on the surface, inside the pore itself. Weapon 3, anti-inflammatory action targeting P. acnes directly. No bacterial resistance, ever. Indefinite use. No common acid matches that, and yet most users quit within 2 weeks. The molecule was never the problem. No other OTC acid treats 3 distinct conditions with a single mechanism and 0 resistance risk. Dermatologists have known this for 30 years. The skincare industry spent those same 30 years making it nearly impossible to use. That is the real scandal. So why did millions of people abandon it? Because getting this molecule onto and into your skin requires solving a problem that has divided the cosmetic industry into 3 irreconcilable camps, and every camp has a fatal flaw. Camp 1 suspends the acid powder in silicone. Camp 2 forces it into solution with glycol solvents. Camp 3 replaces the acid entirely with a water-soluble derivative. 3 philosophies, 3 textures, 3 completely different experiences on your skin. Before we judge any product, stop. There is one thing you believe about this acid that is factually wrong. It shaped every purchase decision you made. It is the reason most people quit, and it is completely incorrect. That burning sensation, the one that made you return the product, is not an allergy. It is not damage. It is a neurological receptor called TRPV1, confirming the acid reached your skin at the correct pH. The sting is proof, not a warning. TRPV1 is a pain receptor activated by acidic pH, not by chemical aggression. When azelaic acid reaches the right concentration at your skin's surface, it triggers this receptor. The sting is the molecule announcing its arrival. It is proof of contact. Here is what that means for the 4 products we are about to judge. The formula that produces 0 tingling is not automatically the safest. It may simply be the one where the active ingredient never truly arrived. That changes everything. Duel 1, the texture war. First product, the ordinary azelaic acid suspension 10%. The most reviewed azelaic acid product on Earth, the most abandoned. And, if you use it correctly, one of the most effective. Let us explain the contradiction. The formulation problem is real. At 10% concentration, undissolved azelaic acid crystals create a sandpaper effect on skin. The solution, brilliant in its pragmatism, was to drown those crystals in a matrix of silicone elastomers, polysilicone11, cross-polymers, a velvet trap. The result? A matte, velvety finish that absorbs sebum instantly. Zero comedogenic whisk, zero fragrance, zero alcohol. For acne-prone skin on a tight budget, this is clinically relevant and genuinely effective. But there is one structural flaw you cannot ignore. The silicone network that gives this product its beautiful texture creates a fixed, semi-occlusive film on your skin. Apply sunscreen on top without waiting, or rub it in, and the entire product rolls off your face in gray pills. Pilling, every time, guaranteed. Verdict for the ordinary, acne-prone skin on a budget? Yes, with strict conditions. Apply it last in your routine. Never rub. Never layer immediately. Zero humectants in the formula means you must hydrate underneath. For rosacea or hyperpigmentation, look elsewhere. In the other corner of Dual 1, La Roche-Posay Effaclar AZ, the pharmaceutical heavyweight. No silicones, no glycol flood. Instead, a technique borrowed from pharmaceutical emulsion science, microsolubilization using triethyl citrate. Triethyl citrate acts as a lipophilic co-solvent. It microscopically dissolves azelaic acid within the emulsion's oil phase, preventing crystallization entirely. The result is a genuine oil and water emulsion with a light, powdered finish. No pilling, no silicone occlusion. Clinically elegant. Salicylic acid desincrustates the pore from the surface, while azelaic acid works from within. Zinc gluconate regulates sebum. A phosphate citrate buffer locks pH at optimal efficacy permanently. This is pharmaceutical-grade architecture. But here is the flaw that costs La Roche-Posay the top position for one entire skin profile. One ingredient. 2 words. It is listed last, almost invisible. But for one group of patients, it is disqualifying. Fragrance in a rosacea product. Rosacea involves chronically sensitized TRPV1 receptors, the exact same receptor we discussed. Fragrance compounds are among the most documented TRPV1 activators in cosmetic dermatology. This is not a minor oversight. It is a contradiction in the formula's own logic. Verdict for La Roche-Posay Effaclar AZ, the most technically sophisticated formula in this comparison. For acne-prone skin, it wins Dual 1 outright. For rosacea, the fragrance is a hard disqualification. The INCI list is the truth, the packaging is the lie. Dual 2, the tolerance war. I am going to tell you the winner before the analysis. For rosacea skin, it is Anua. For hyperpigmentation, it is Naturium. Now let me show you exactly why, because the reason will surprise you. Anua strategy: keep the real acid, dissolve it in glycols, then build a biological shield around it. The centella complex here is not marketing. It is 4 isolated triterpenoids: metacasicide, asiatic acid, metacassic acid. Metacasicide specifically targets TRPV1-mediated itch and neurogenic inflammation. This formula treats the acid's aggression at the exact same receptor we identified as the source of the tingling. This is not coincidence. This is precision bioengineering. The formula also contains ceramide NP, squalane, and hydrogenated lecithin, a biomimetic lipid trio that actively repairs the skin barrier while the acid does its work. This is the only product in this comparison that simultaneously treats and rebuilds. For rosacea skin, this is the answer. The legitimate weakness, that density of glycols, propylene, dipropylene, butylene, pentylene, creates an unavoidable tackiness on application.
It absorbs, it works, but in the first 90 seconds, your skin will feel it. This is the price of true dissolution without silicone. Naturium made the most radical bet in this comparison. Eliminate the tingling by replacing azelaic acid entirely. No modified formula, a different molecule, potassium azelaic diglycinate, PAD. The question is whether that trade-off is genius or surrender. PAD dissolves completely in water. No silicone, no glycoflood. A single advanced polymer creates a gel of perfect transparency and zero tackiness. Sensorially, this is the most elegant product here. The question of efficacy is still open. It also stacks niacinamide and ethyl ascorbic acid, a stable vitamin C derivative, creating a triple depigmentation mechanism. PAD blocks melanin synthesis. Niacinamide blocks melanin transfer. Vitamin C neutralizes oxidative triggers. For hyperpigmentation, this stack is formidably rational. The honest limitation, PAD, is clinically gentler than pure azelaic acid. For severe inflammatory acne or deep cystic lesions, the derivative's keratolytic power is meaningfully weaker. This product will not replace a dermatological prescription. It is a precision cosmetic, not a pharmaceutical. Verdict for Duel 2? Anua wins for rosacea and sensitive skin. No contest. Naturium wins for daily hyperpigmentation treatment. The triple depigmentation stack at this sensory elegance is unmatched. Neither wins for severe acne. That battle was already decided. Final verdicts. Lock in your profile. If your primary concern is acne, inflammatory lesions, congested pores, sebum overproduction, La Roche-Posay Effaclar AZ. The pharmaceutical buffer system and dual acid synergy make it clinically unreachable in this comparison. Avoid if rosacea is present. Rosacea and hypersensitivity. Anua. It is the only formula that treats, soothes, and repairs the barrier simultaneously. No fragrance, no silicone, no alcohol. The tacky texture is real, and it is worth it. Budget constraints only. The ordinary, used correctly, delivers the active, nothing more. Remember one rule. The INCI list never lies. The packaging always does. Every product in this video proved it. You now have the tool to read any formula, for any acid, on any brand. Use it.